Okay, so we're doing part 5 of our personal narrative writing lesson. We've done all of our brainstorming. We have done our ideas, picked which ones we were going to do, wrote our opening. We've put all of our tell me mores, and now we're going to be doing writing our transitions and our closing for today. So I'm going to go straight here, okay, because I've already done this with you in the other lesson. So first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to add some transitions here, okay? And I want to make sure we're fourth graders, so we really don't want to be using first, next, and last. That's kind of, we're going to let the first graders do that. So we're going to make sure we're using some transitional phrases when we introduce our ideas, okay? So I think because one of the first things that we did when we got to the beach was that we went on our walk and got seashells. So I think I'm going to put right here, when we arrived. That is how I'm going to introduce this reason. Then let me think. So later on in the day, we, I don't know, we got really kind of hungry, and I'm kind of just thinking out loud here, and the morning had kind of passed. I mean, I could put later on, but I don't really think I want to do that. So I think I'm going to put, oh, I know. I think I'm going to put before we knew it, because the morning had passed by so quickly that we were like, wow, we're hungry. It's already lunchtime. So before we knew it, it was time for lunch. Before we knew it, it was time for lunch. So I have got my transitional phrases that I want to start my ideas with, because we don't want to just, right away say, oh, we got to the beach and we went on a walk. We want to make sure that our writing flows, it has coherence, it makes it more organized. So I'm going to pick those. Now, one thing that you have to really remember here, and we have it written out on our organizational plan, is that we have to remember that we want to put in our embedded transitions, okay? We are going to embed transitions throughout our writing, throughout our details. So if I was going to kind of talk this off, I might automatically put my embedded transitions in there. That's why we practice talking things off the map. So I might say something like, okay, so when we arrived at the beach, the first thing we did was we went for a walk to collect some seashells. We couldn't believe that we walked for almost an entire hour. We collected about a half a dozen seashells throughout the day, or throughout our walk, excuse me. One of the things that we also did was make sure to bring a trash bag, so when we went on our walk, we could collect trash. So that's always something good to do for the environment. A funny thing that happened on our walk and when we were collecting seashells was that my friend, while picking up a shell, got knocked down by a big, giant wave. So I sort of just added those transitions in there. Those are called embedded. They're embedded in there. It just helps our writing sound better. Now, the last thing that we're going to be doing is our closing. And a closing, we want to put a wish, a hope, a dream, something we will never forget. So this is what we are going to, how we're going to do our closing. It's going to be a wish, a hope, a dream, something we will never forget. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I've got all my writing down. I'm going to say, this day at the beach has been the best day ever. I will never forget this crazy day that I had with my friend, and I hope that we can come to the beach again this summer. There you go. A wish, a hope, a dream, something you'll never forget.